Hi everyone, I go by the name of Cute-Tlhalee on all my socials, TikTok and Instagram. Welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be about nothing but academics. How to study, healthy habits, how to, intake information that you have learned or you have studied. And yes, please make sure that you subscribe, like, share this video with people that you think it might help them and so forth. And yes, just a disclaimer before we begin the video, I am not a professional teacher as of yet. So the information that I might give you guys, it might not help every single one. Some people have different ways of studying, different ways of coping with stress. So just a disclaimer, don't sue me. I am not a professional teacher as of yet, so this video and tips is something that worked out for me as an individual. And yes, this is an introduction, and firstly I want to talk about myself. In high school, I was not considered as a smart learner. I was the type of learner that I used to have my books and pretend as if I'm studying so that my parents could be impressed. Even though I knew that I'm struggling, I'm not understanding information and stuff like that. And every time I used to get 50s, 40s, and my average will always be 48, 49 total average. And yes, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, when I started picking subjects, I used to struggle. I didn't even know how to study. All I did was write down notes, and cram. Basically, this is cramming. When you take the notes or the textbook and you just write down notes, but then you're not understanding information. I used to be those learners. I used to even study day before their exam, and I used to wonder why I would get low marks. Or sometimes I had this thing of, even though my parents would take me to a maths tutor, when I get there, I would not be there. I would just be like, oh, I want to go home, and not fully understand when my tutor is teaching and stuff like that. Because I'm just seated there like this, ready just to leave and stuff like that, because I felt dumb. Simple as that. I felt like I am not smart. I felt like I'm not clever, and even though I'm having these tutors and stuff like that, I'm not understanding. Number 3, I lacked confidence. I was not confident within myself, and I used to feel some type of way when some of my friends or my mates would get awards at school, trophies, academic scrolls, and then you get me that I haven't achieved anything academically ever since. In fact, from grade 8 up until my grade 11, I was not an academic achiever, and it made me feel low. The school that I even went to, there was a thing called RTIs. And RTI is basically a letter whereby you need to sign, and then you give the letter to your mom and dad or parents or grandmother, whoever you were staying with. And that letter basically said that your child is in the risk of failing. She got below 30% or he got below 30%. And the teacher would be so loud, guys, I'm not going to be handing out RTIs. Now the whole entire class knows that you have failed this assignment or failed this exam or failed this test. And that made me drop. My low self-esteem dropped dropped even worse, because now not even just me, my parents know that I failed, but now the whole entire class know that I failed. And some people would even make you try and say, hey, oh, she failed, blah, blah, blah. Now you hear rumors all over the school that you're failing and stuff like that. And it was not nice. It was not a nice experience, because also the teachers that we had did not call us on the side and say, hey, my child, come sign your RTI, you failed. No, they do it as they are teaching, or when they're done teaching while others are writing notes. And yes, but that is my story, and I'm going to be sharing how I was able to get good marks in my high school, study strategies I used, and so forth. Okay, number 1, let's get into it. First thing first, you need to develop confidence within yourself. You could watch a lot of YouTube videos, you could have a lot of motivational speakers, people talking to you, telling you that you're smart, but if you don't tell yourself that you're smart, then you're still gonna battle, because what you haven't told yourself that I can do this, I can get into my dream university, I can achieve those marks. So you gotta develop self-esteem. And this is how I did it. First thing first, I used to look at myself in my mirror every single day before writing an exam, or every single day before I go to school, that, you know what, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am capable. Those were my daily affirmations, that I am smart. The fact that I was able to do this from grade 1 up until this grade that I'm doing, I can definitely keep going. Talk positive towards yourself. The only person that can let you go down is yourself. You could have tons of people supporting you, but if you let yourself down, you are going to feel down. It's proven. Learn to speak positively towards yourself every single day. Surround yourself with positive people. People that contribute towards your self-esteem, make you happy, people that believe in you. Watch something positive. Just feed in a positive environment. Just be positive, be around positive people, and believe in yourself. That's the most important thing. Anyways, tip number 2. The first one was working with confidence. Tip number 2 is speak up. If you're struggling, you speak up. If you're going to be the type of learner whereby you know that you are struggling, but you still hide away or don't seek help, you're going to still fail and fail and fail and fail, because you don't talk. We are humans. Each and every human needs help. You are lying. Even doctors today, lawyers today, at some point they needed help. God didn't make us to be perfect. God didn't make us to have everything all figured out. You learn to speak up. When a teacher is teaching a topic and you don't understand the topic and you are shy, you are scared to raise up your hand and say, "Ma'am, I don't understand," maybe wait until the whole class is out and they're changing classes, and you talk to the teacher that, "Ma'am, can I book an extra class with you, and can you reteach the topic?" The teacher has the right to reteach the topic. It's her job, or it's his job. They need to teach the topic if the learner does not understand. You speak up, you tell the teacher that, "I don't understand this topic." Because now, if you keep quiet, that topic that you're struggling with, you try studying it alone and you don't understand. Now you're going to walk into that exam room with information whereby you don't understand what you're doing. Now you're just cramming and what? Not understanding. The main aim of studying is for you to study with understanding, and that's how you get good marks. You tell the teacher that, "I don't understand what I'm doing. I'm struggling with this point. What does this thing mean?" Even if you book a session to go talk with your teacher, and tell her that you don't understand, maybe you go home after school and you write down every single thing that you don't understand the topic, questions that you want to ask the teacher, every single thing. And then the next day, "Ma'am, I don't understand this topic. This is what I don't understand exactly. I don't understand this thing. I don't understand that and that and that." And therefore, the teacher will help you. And when you understand, and that now maybe if you need a one-on-one, you can understand even much more better. You can understand, everything is going to make sense, and at least you tried. It's always important to seek help. If you have good friends, ask for your friend, "Yo, Chomi, please explain this topic for me," and stuff like that. Or even if you know a smarty, someone that is smart in your class, and she seems like a nice girl, or he seems like a nice boy, ask her, "Hey, can you please explain this topic? Please, sir, explain." And you talk. Or sometimes having conversations with your friends regarding the topic, it makes it better. Because now I wanted to pretend that, "Nah, guys, according to Nelson Mandela, he was the first president." "Oh, first president, yeah, and he was a black person. Hey, he fought for his..." Now you're talking with your friends about the topic, and that way you also gain information through other people. Don't talk, guys. Don't isolate yourself, especially when you're in your grade 11 and matric. Those are the most sensitive periods. In grade 11, you need your marks to apply. Matric, you need the final statement to make it into varsity or wherever you want to be in life. The next topic that I'm going to talk about is effective studying. First thing first, when you study, you need a timetable. You have to have a timetable, your own homemade timetable. because now there's structure in your life. Now you are planning in your life, and with a timetable, you can break down your work effectively. Instead of trying to study the whole syllabus within one night, you could have studied weeks ahead, small portions, and understand even more effectively. Let me show you how my timetable looks, but I'm going to explain it to you guys.
This is, for example, how a weekly planner should look like. So here is English, maths, life orientation, life science, history, and, for example, business studies. On Monday, for sure, you say every Monday I'm going to study English, and I'm going to study maybe paper one. Paper one focuses on languages, and do past papers regarding that, or write notes about different things out there. And then you write down maths. I'm going to do past papers for sure. For this area, I'm just going to focus on the algebra part of the maths and stuff like that. And then Tuesday, guys, study life orientation. Nothing can boost your APS score, number one, and can boost your average. Trust me. So maybe you study life orientation, you do notes regarding that topic or 2 topics, whatever the case might be. Then you also continue studying maths. Wednesday, I'm going to be studying life sciences, whereby you're writing your notes, you're doing past papers and practice. Then you're doing You're doing maths again. Thursday, another subject. Maybe on Thursday it's going to be history and maths. On Friday, business studies and maths. And on Sunday, English and Afrikaans. You see, and then here you write down priorities. I need to study this topic first because I don't understand it more. Don't forget to ask the teacher this or ask my tutor this. Notes. Here you can write word of the week, your favorite Bible verse, or your favorite quote that's gonna keep you going and so forth.
With regards to a timetable, I used to do this thing of doing a timetable for the whole month, but then I stopped doing that because it made me anxious when things didn't go according to plan, and I'm starting to panic because this week I didn't study what I was supposed to study. So what I do is I do a weekly planner. The importance of doing a weekly planner is that now you see the progress of each week. Oh, okay, for this week I was able to finish this chapter. Next week you do a new planner and you do this chapter. And that way you get to see that, oh wow, you get to track down your progress. You get to see, or you get to track down your long-term goal. So you see, that's how you plan your work effectively, break it down into smaller portions, and study 2 subjects a day. That's how I did it, my matric year and grade 11. Maybe I come back from school. School ends at 2, 3 o'clock I'm home. 3 up until 4, 1 hour nap. I am sleeping. Next 30 minutes when I wake up, I'm bathing, relaxing, doing my skincare, just exercising, doing something. The next 30 minutes I'm eating, 2-hour break. Then 5 o'clock I begin. 5 up until 6 I'm doing strictly homework if I have homework. Then 6, 7, 8 I'm studying life sciences, for example, 3 hours. Then you take a break at 30 minutes, and then you go back. 9, 10, 11. You study another subject. You practice maths. You are practicing maths during this point of time. Study a theory subject and maths. Theory subject, maths. Because maths needs practice every day. So if you are studying for 3 hours, I use the thing called, what is it called? I don't know what it's called, but I break down my work. I study for 45 minutes, 15 minutes break. 45 minutes, 15 minutes break. Because I get bored or get tired of just writing notes, reading, and then I'm just cramming, But if you break down your study, even though the goal is to study for 3 hours, but 45 minutes, 15 minutes break, 45, 15 minutes break, that way you are studying smart. You are studying smart because you're getting information more, and you're making your brain have time to breathe, time to function. During your 15 minutes break, you drink water, grab some fruits, eat some vegetables, make sure you stay healthy, make sure you stay hydrated. Then you come back, go for a walk, come back, another 45 minutes again. 45 plus 15, give 1 hour. 45 plus 15, 2 hours. 45 plus 15, 3 hours. Done. 3 hours study session. There we go. That way you broke down your study. Another thing, this weekly plan also helps you to maybe see that maybe week one I'll be focusing on this chapter of the book. Week 2 I'm going to be focusing on this chapter. 3, that way you're giving yourself time to study bits and pieces, but studying effectively. Let me tell you the importance of breaking down your work. Number 1, when you break down your work, you are studying with understanding. Studying is more effective. You are understanding every single thing without cramming. But if you're going to force yourself to study 10 chapters, 20 chapters in one day, you're going to have a burnout. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel more stressed because you're trying to remember every single thing all at once. So make it a point that you also get enough sleep. Don't study 10 hours, 20 hours, studying. Make sure that between your breaks, you take a nap, sleep. Those things, those little things are so important because you can't write your exam exhausted, lacking nutrition, don't have water. It will put the banana that nutrition could help so much. And another thing, it's important when you're in matric or grade 11 to study in advance. Study weeks ahead, because this method that I'm doing, it's not for something that you're going to do day before. You need to study weeks ahead so that you can also realize topics that you don't understand in time. And topics that you don't understand in time, you seek for help before prelims, before finals. It's pointless now studying the whole chapters day before and only realize that there's this one chapter that I don't understand, and now it's too late. There is nowhere where you can seek help. You understand? It's so important, that thing. And yeah, how to study. I posted a video on how to study, active recall. It's boring when you say, dear parents, write it down. Make studying active. Talk to yourself that, okay, I studied psychology. So according to positive psychology, or according to psychology, there's different perspectives in psychology, okay? There's the behaviorist perspective, there's the psychodynamic perspective, there's the cognitive perspective. You know, you're talking, when you're pretending as if you're teaching someone, and you're teaching someone that topic. Hey, blah, 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 this, that. Or you take a teddy bear, or you take an object, you sit down and you pretend as if you're talking to your friend, and your friend doesn't understand the topic, and now you're teaching your friend, you also show me this topic talks about this and this and that. Oh, the terminology of this is that and that and that and that. Make studying fun. Make studying active. Talk to yourself. Don't feel ashamed. Lock yourself in your room. Write down all your notes in time. That's why you need to study weeks ahead. You write down your notes so that the day before exams, you are now just revising by saying things off by heart. Day before the exam, you should know your work. You should be revising to the point where by day before your exam, 8 o'clock, you're in bed, you're sleeping, you're getting enough rest. Then you maybe wake up at 4. When I was in matric, I used to sleep at 8 o'clock, 4 a.m. I'm up. And then I study up until 6. Revising, fail, padla, ready to go right. Don't try to study the whole syllabus the day before. That's how you get low marks, because now you're studying under a lot of pressure, under a lot of stress. You're trying to cram information and stuff like that. Study in advance, please. That's the most effective way to study. Study in advance. And another thing, some people use a whiteboard method. I didn't use the whiteboard method when I was in high school. I started using the whiteboard method in university, second year, this year. I didn't use it in high school because I just didn't know how to use that method. I used to see people studying with like their whiteboards on TikTok, but I didn't know or understand it, so I didn't use it. But then, since I got to varsity and some of my studying techniques didn't work out for me, and I had to try new study methods, that's when I started seeking out new ways of studying. And which is what? The whiteboard method. How do you use the whiteboard method? You take your book. Let's say for today we're studying, thinking of a topic. Let's say today we're studying about the history of Mandela. You write down everything about the history of Mandela according to what the textbook says, according to your notes that the teacher gave you. You write down everything about the history of Mandela. You write down, you write down, you write down. When you're done writing down, you close your book. And then you take your whiteboard and then you write down every single thing you remember. Every single note that you remember doing, you write down, you write down, you write down, you write down. Then you open your notes and see that, oh, I left out this point. Oh, I left out that point. Oh, I left out that point. And then you rub everything. And after rubbing everything, you close your book again and you write down everything that you remember. And I really wish I used that method in high school, but I didn't because I didn't know it. And now it made studying more effective. It made studying much more better, studying much more easier, studying much more fun. That way you could write the whole entire syllabus in one whiteboard and you know the whole entire syllabus off by heart. Isn't the distinction gang? And yes, and most importantly, if you know that you have anxiety attacks, you panic a lot, just for your matric, ask your parents that, hey, can I go to the pharmacist? Then maybe they're gonna prescribe you with droplets to drink. Maybe you have some vitamins, maybe you have some pills that are gonna calm down your anxiety. And yes, man, seek for help wherever you can, get enough sleep, drink water, stay hydrated, and most importantly, make time for fun. People don't emphasize that. Make time for fun, make time for something that you love. What I used to do is I'll write down a to-do list for the day. And every time after accomplishing my to-do list, I will reward myself with a chocolate. I love chocolate. Or I will reward myself by watching my favorite Netflix show. Reward yourself after you've done doing something positive. You know, or when you're done with your to-do list done for the day, do your skincare, them girlies, do the skincare, things that you love. When you're done accomplishing your goals, spend time with your friends, chill, hang out, have some time for fun, or chill with your family, or go play your favorite sport, or do something, because now, no, make time for you to also have time to breathe. Have time for that time to breathe. That's also important. Please make sure that you subscribe, you like. On the comment section, write down anything that you don't understand, anything that you have more questions of, and yes, bye. Good luck to the upcoming exams, prelims, finals. Those in grade 11 and below, good luck on your exams for term 3 and term 4. I got you. If you need help, I'm here for you. I'll try explain it to the best of my capability. Thank you.